We ended the session a couple of days ago reflecting on what image or physical thing we cling to for comfort. And of course, we know that as God's people today, we're to cling to God for comfort, maybe even the Word of God, the Scriptures. However, I do think it is natural for us to need something physical as well. I know that the prayer shawl that I received from Holy Cross has brought me great comfort. Even though I received it in a place that was scary, a place where I was anxious and I just wanted to be protected. And know that I just wanted everything to work out. It reminds me not of the pain or the surgery or the recovery from the surgery, but it reminds me of the prayers and concern and comfort that the members of Holy Cross offered to me, and offered to me even though the pain of that time is long gone and the surgery long over. As we get closer to our Thanksgiving weekend, I'm aware of how often we find comfort in rituals. I don't particularly mean church rituals, but I would include those. I mean more the family rituals, the gatherings, the food, the seating plans, the conversations that bring us closer together time and time again. I'm also aware of our inability to live out those rituals this year, as physical distancing measures keep us apart, as this time stops us from traveling, and as it requires that we make changes to our rituals, we can feel a bit uncomfortable. Which leads us into our first question. What are you anticipating missing the most this Thanksgiving weekend? Take a moment to pause the video and reflect on that. Often we don't want to reflect on what we are missing, as it can be painful. I am of the belief, though, that if we don't understand what we're missing, we can't begin to understand what we need to do differently. So, what are you anticipating missing the most this Thanksgiving weekend? If we look back at our story, we hear that God wanted to make a great nation of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, or as Jacob's also known, Israel. God had tried to enter into a covenant with them through the Ten Commandments. It didn't take long for the Israelites to break that covenant, and God got furious and wanted to start things all over again. We hear, though, that God changed God's mind. If it is possible for God to change God's mind about something, then we, who are made in the image of God, should also be able to change our minds about something. Over this week, we've reflected on something that we're thankful for. What physical things are sources of comfort to us, and recently what we're anticipating missing this Thanksgiving weekend. To bring that all together, I'm asking you to take a moment and think about a time that changed your outlook on something. What incident caused you to look at things differently? Pause the video and take some time to do this. Is this incident something you're thankful for or not? Both answers are acceptable. Sometimes we're so hurt by an incident that we see the world with new eyes, and we're not thankful for it. Sometimes we're so blessed by an incident that we see the world with new eyes, and we're thankful for it. What incident caused you to look at things differently? As we get closer to the Thanksgiving weekend, I hope the moments in life that you're thankful for far outweigh the moments that you're not thankful for. I hope the scriptures are a source of comfort and a source of challenge that help you to see the world differently. If you didn't stop the video to think about responses to the questions, I encourage you to do that now. Again, drop me a note. Let's think about what we're lamenting missing and think about our ability to choose change. I'll see you again after Thanksgiving. Until then, peace and blessings to you, and happy Thanksgiving.